With more on the story, we're joined by CTV's Paul Bliss from the Ontario Legislature. Good to see you again, Paul. Well, now that the legislation has passed, how soon will the transit system be back up and running? Is Monday morning probably the earliest?
Actually, no. The head of the TTC, while I was sitting in the legislature and this was getting unanimous vote, I emailed him and said, how soon can you get the subways and buses back up and running? He told me 8 o'clock tonight, which is probably better than anybody had anticipated. We knew earlier that it takes 3 or 4 hours to get the TTC going from a dead stop to a start, so they're pretty confident they can have it up and running tonight.
Paul, what were the deciding factors that got all three parties to support this back-to-work bill?
What's key is that everyone knows the TTC, as the Premier said, is the backbone of the Toronto economy, the Ontario economy. And as we're edging into recession, the last thing I think anybody needs is to have productivity suffer. It would inconvenience millions of people, millions more than those who take the TTC. Everyone else from truckers, delivery services, and people who do business would be affected. And I think everybody knows that there was a sense of urgency that this just could not happen. We experienced a one-day walkout just a few years ago. The city was paralyzed from essentially 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
The big question then, is there a danger of the workers walking out again?
No, they've included in this legislation pretty stiff fines. It would be $2,000 a day per each worker, $25,000 a day for the union and the employer if they were to violate this. And according to the legislation that we heard read in the House today, that this is binding throughout this bargaining session. So there can't be a strike or a walkout or a lockout during this current round of negotiations. Incidentally, it's interesting. This bill just received royal assent about an hour ago, and we're hearing that the Lieutenant Governor is a fan of the Toronto Rock lacrosse team, and he was actually just down the road at the Air Canada Centre. So once the bill was approved in the legislature, it had to go to him to be signed, and I guess he signed it at the arena, and then it became law.
All right. CTV's Paul Bliss, thanks for the update.
You're welcome.